Back today with another install. This is a light, but it's not a boring light, even though the box says boring light. This one's a boring light because it only turns white-ish. This one is an RGB light that individually be changed. Now look at the construction inside. They take an actual light from Tesla, cut it open, and put all their lights in there. And I can't wait to put this in there and see what this is going to look like. You can control this with an app, so you can control each individual lights or have a sequence of things. They were nice enough to send this out for a review. They did also PPF this thing, so this is really cool. We've seen a couple lights like this, but this one is by far a better version of what we've seen. I'm excited to put this in. Getting set up to install this. This isn't very difficult. We have to remove this piece here to get to the light, and it's just a bunch of bolts. But Nick is the one who actually brought this to my attention and showed us showed me the website. But why did you pick this one?
So I read a couple reviews. There's really only two companies here in the States that make these. And the first thing I was drawn to was the boring light. I mean, everybody knows that Tesla and boring are kind of put together for many different things. But when I saw the boring light, I'm like, what makes this so boring? And it wasn't. The biggest thing that drew me to this light was, one, it was done in the United States, but number two, it used a factory light. There's nothing worse than in doing something to your car and you gotta like Mickey Mouse it and all this other fun stuff. So I loved how they use an actual Tesla DRL bar, and you can either send yours in or you can just have them send you a brand new one that they're the ones that modified. So let's go ahead and get into the.
There's just all the bolts right there. Probably the hardest piece of this whole thing is these little plastic clips or the end caps. What you need to do is pull off that little button without stabbing yourself. And there's a little plastic clip. Let's show it to them. So this little piece is hard to get back in, and then you push that back up. But then you just yank this thing off. There's two little white clips that'll come flying off. Yeah. There you go. Yep. And then
Happy New Year.
Yep. Get some confetti. Just put those back in place. They do kind of get destroyed a little bit because it moves. Where's the plastic? It fell over by your foot. Just put them back in so you know where they're at. And then it just goes back in place that same way. So it's a good idea to have another person kind of grab the edge.
Yep.
And lift straight up. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. And once that's out of the way, you have an 8mm bolt right there, or that's a nut, sorry. And then as you slowly pull this down, there's a 10mm here and a 10mm here. Those are titanium, or not titanium, but they're stainless steel. And that one's loose. There you go, Tesla. And then of course you unclip. All right. And then this one here is an 8mm. There's one on each side. And that's what's holding on the light. Plus there's clips there. Once we lower this down a little bit, then we can just basically yeet it off the frunk there. You gotta slowly pull this down, otherwise the actuators catch. All right, disconnect here first. So what I do is I grab the end and in a little bit, because then the clips are kind of right here.
Okay.
And then just, so over top of both of them, you can see the computer or the circuit board in there with all the wiring for all the LEDs. The wiring is the same. This is the
Molex plug.
Yep. And then the factory one has the exact same one. So that's how it gets all the power and everything. So there's really nothing. This isn't very hard. It's almost like a factory replacement piece, but it's going to be cooler, not boring. So it looks like we didn't do anything, but this is the new light. We just clipped it back in. We're going to put those bolts in. Now, once we put this in, we're going to adjust as we tighten things, move the light so we have the clean reveal all the way around. Like this side's going to have to come down a little bit before we put these in, and show you it working. So as we're aligning this, making sure it's nice and tight, you don't over tighten these, because even though these are studs sticking out, the studs are just going into plastic. So it can actually spin if you over tighten it. Those are hard because you almost have to squeeze them together. Now you're seeing the pain of this, and I told you this was the hardest part of this whole process. But you squeeze the tips together, and then kind of wiggle it in once everything's lined up. So you get the idea. That's the hardest part. Maybe you get your kids, they'll probably figure it out for you, no problem. And if you get frustrated, make sure you relax and take a break.
I got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What day is it?
It's Wednesday now.
Oh,
That was actually, it was just turned 3:14. It was 3:09 when you started.
that's perfect.
So, all right, that was easy.
Yeah. All right. So we got everything all installed. We got the Blue Ghost app set up. That part was a little tricky. They actually have a video, which I'll link down below. Go watch that, spend the 12 minutes and watch it so you can get the Blue Ghost app dialed in for your particular light. It was actually really informative to get everything dialed in and to really understand how this light works. But we're going to turn off all the lights here in the shop and we're going to show you how it works. The ongoing DRL is pretty cool. You can customize it to any color that you want, but then you can also build show modes. So if you're at a car show or you're just trying to show off, you can do that as well. So let's go and turn the lights off. All right, so I'm gonna hop in the truck. It's really dark in here. I'm a little scared. But let me go ahead and get in the truck and you should start to see it turn on.
That's pretty cool.
So my media company's colors are actually hot pink, this teal, and black and white. So for me, that was a big reason why I wrapped the truck in hot pink. But the teal, adding that nice little sliver of an accent to match my accent lights on the inside of the truck, this is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and show them the show mode.
It's actually teal on the ground, but on the camera, it shows white. But
Does it?
It is actually teal.
All right, so I'm gonna open up the Blue Ghost app. If I come in here to the home button, I can go to a custom show. And then this is where the sky is endless. I can choose like a type of sequence that I really like. So it's just endless. Like you can just keep adding all these colors. It looks like you have a maximum of 6 different colors that you can add.
There's so much to do on this. I don't think it's picking up on camera because it's so bright. This light is very bright, but very cool.
Big thanks to the Boring Light. Thank you so much for sending this out for us to take a look at it and to try it. Everyone go down and click the link below in the description. Go order yourself one of these. How awesome is it that you can bring a little bit more of customization with the colors with this really unique big bar that's already on the truck, but you can make it your own. And like myself with my company, I put my company colors on it and it's just a little bit more customized to me. So don't drive boring stock vehicles, make them your own for sure. But click the link down below, tell them that I Want Tesla sent you, and get yourself one. It's well worth it.